This prisoner was about to be executed. The guards cut Mike's collar and dragged him toward the guillotine. Everyone was shocked when Mike stood there without showing the slightest emotion. Seeing his strange behavior, John felt something was off. He remembered the human face masks he had found in Mike's house, and his heart began to race. Without wasting a second, he rushed forward to stop the execution. Now, let's go back to the courtroom. One day earlier, Mary kept tapping her cheek with her finger. In reality, she was secretly communicating with Mike inside his coat. To everyone else, Mike looked blank and expressionless, but he was actually blinking his eyes to reply. Mary pulled out a pen and started writing down Mike's message. When their silent conversation ended, the judge sentenced Mike to death. The crowd cheered with joy, but at that exact moment, a faint, satisfied smile appeared on Mary's face. Mike stayed completely calm because he and Mary had already planned a major escape. Following Mike's instructions, Mary went to the third alley. She pressed on the third brick, and the wall opened into a stone doorway. Inside, Mike's sports car was hidden. Mary drove it about 37 kilometers away, where a secret passage in the mountains revealed itself. She pulled the car inside, and Mike's secret hideout appeared. The moment she put on the coat Mike had given her, a safe opened, filled with piles of cash and some mysterious drugs. Mary grabbed the red and yellow vials and, according to their plan, headed to the city's main office. Wearing a glamorous outfit, she met the Minister of Justice, who was already deeply infatuated with her, completely under her spell. The minister agreed to everything she whispered in his ear. On the table, the newspaper headline read about Mike's scheduled execution. Mary said she wanted to see the true face of the man. Everyone called the devil. At first, the minister refused, but eventually agreed, on the condition that he would go with her. That night, the two arrived at the prison, where John convinced the warden to let them meet. Mike under the pretense of an interrogation. All three entered the room. 30 minutes later, John said coldly that Mike hadn't spoken a word. The warden nodded, saying Mike had been completely emotionless since the day he was imprisoned. As soon as the door closed, Mary injected the minister with a drug that knocked him out. Then using a hairpin, she unlocked Mike's handcuffs. When the minister was unconscious, Mary placed a mask on his face, changing it to look like Mike's. Then she led the real Mike out. Meanwhile, Mike slipped into the minister's office, searching for the embezzled money. Just as he was about to leave, the minister's secretary got a call from the inspector, warning that Mike had taken on the minister's identity and must be stopped, but she thought it was just some kind of scam call and angrily hung up. Mike, who overheard everything, quickly fled the office. He passed right by a police officer who had come to catch him. Moments later, he jumped into Mary's car, and the two of them sped away together.